That quote was from Mark Goff,
Yes.
our guest today. We are down to the last segment.
Yeah, I know. So, well, let's finish
We want to finish
more ideas. Well, because during the break, Heather and I are just like firing questions at Mark, trying to get, wow, how'd you think of that? Well, what do you think about this? So I'm sure you're doing the same thing, thinking, oh, looking at the world differently, seeing the world, as Mark just said during the break, of possibilities and opportunity, right?
Yeah, but identifying it once you've kind of scoped around, putting it on a business plan, putting it on a napkin, and really focusing on executing that part.
I know business plans intimidate us, though.
Put it on a napkin.
Don't you think?
Well, and I also think that the point that you made just before we went to break, which we just had kind of scratched the surface on it, was people go into business thinking they're going to cover vacations, and especially moms, they're going to a business thinking, I just want a little extra mad money. I just want to be able to help out with the mortgage instead of really going after it like a business, because then it just becomes a hobby and a waste of time.
And you let it go and you don't focus on it enough, and then you incur expense developing product. And if you really have something and you're willing to put your time, I mean, everybody's busy. I mean, with kids and sports and things like that. I mean, I have 4 kids, so I mean, I know how
Under
busy things
7.
are. Yeah. So you're pulling your hair out, but you still have to really look at the idea and say, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But make sure the best thing about being an entrepreneur versus working for someone is that you can do it on your time and integrate it into your family and make it work. And that's the best part about being an at-home mom with an idea that you can.
That's a trick.
take.
That's an art, though, because we often find that it can take over. Like, so you've got to be careful about it too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And we would deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's run us
But
over. Tread marks.
Yeah, that's the entrepreneurial part of the two of you.
Yes.
I mean, you take something, you run with it, versus some people want to just pay for vacations and things. But if you have an idea, take it, run with it, make it happen.
And one of your other tips that you had sent, Curtis, do we have any more? Yeah, bingo, don't quit. Always
Keep going.
Yeah, if you have a good product or a unique product, there is a market for it.
And be about quality, too. I like that.
Yeah, quality, delivery, and
It has to be priced
that's
well.
That's my typo.
Those two are important things. I mean, if you have something that's unique, it's going to be sellable. I mean, you have that box. I mean, that was on a store shelf somewhere, and you bought it. The mugs. I mean, there are reasons why people buy things, but if you have full faith and it's something you would buy, there are other people out there that will buy it. Don't do a new and better, a blue box that's identical to that, because why is a retailer going to pick that up? He's already got that one. But don't quit. Don't quit. Whatever you do, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Even if you have to modify what your your original business plan.
You're always going to. There's no business person out there that doesn't modify their business plan. You have to adjust. I mean, the last 2 years of what happened with the economy, if you didn't adjust, you're working for someone again. I mean, there's just.
But the economy, everyone talks about the economy being bad, but you just got a global licensing deal for Airtay?
Yeah, I've had, we've been developing it for the last couple of years. We actually we're going to launch it last year, and given the environment, because it is a luxury brand, we didn't see that making a lot of sense. So we have continued to evolve the line and what we're going to do and how we're going to launch it.
Right.
And it'll be launching we're going to launch a few items in fall of this year, holiday this year, and then the actual launch is going to be next year. But it's going to be an absolutely elegant, very feminine, luxurious line of ladies apparel and accessories.
Nice.
Very nice.
Do we get some swag?
Yeah.
Do we get some of it?
We're always willing to put it in the mystery box, too, so that we can give it away to
I'll
mom.
take
The
it
mystery
home.
box. I'm scared of the mystery box.
I'm taking it home.
Oh, yeah. The
gonna wear it
luxury items don't go in the mystery box.
It's for
They
me.
go home with us.
Exactly.
That's
But
why
hey,
we invite.
again, that goes about marketing. You have to have it on people that are out in the public eye.
That's right.
So
factor.
one last bit of advice for moms before, because we're coming to the end of the show here, so if there's any one last bit of nugget that you want to give us.
I'd say when you figure out the product, just do it. I mean, it doesn't take a year or 3 years. Just look at it and say, okay, go on Alibaba.com if you want to try to find a manufacturer and say, okay, or Google this type of item. And if you want to make a T-shirt, a blouse, a handbag, a box, the resources with the internet out there right now are it's just crazy.
And
it's limitless.
Yes, and
So,
it cut down the costs of
Yeah.
the old days when.
The old days, it took a year to 3 years to get something decent out on the market. Now, if you've identified what you're going to do, which is about 90% of the problem, and stop talking about it, just do it. Everybody, the fantasy factor of talking about being an entrepreneur, is just it's substantial out there. And those who stop talking about it and actually start executing it are the ones that are out there making money. Your last guest was a perfect example of that. She
Right.
identified an idea that she felt was missing, and she went after it. And she's been doing it for 3 years now.
And she
Yeah.
knew what her talents and her strengths
Yeah,
were.
exactly. Well, that's a big part is identify your strengths and identify your weaknesses, and where you have weaknesses, do the best you can in the startup phases, or bring someone on that would be happy to work on an advisory basis for you or with you to help execute the plan.
I'm her advisor.
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys are good.
Great.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, you can come on all the time.
Yes. All you have to do is compliment
He's
the
welcome
host.
back. He's welcome back,
just
of course.
Compliment the host and you're in.
All right, be sure to go to momstown.com and sign up for our newsletter. Just put your little email in that little stay in the know section of our newsletter, of our website, blah,
Website,
blah, blah.
momstown.com.
There you go.
And we will also have some information, some of these tips on our website from Mark and also from Kathleen. So you can, if your pencil broke, which I don't think one of these would have broken, Ticonderoga. Yeah, great. Love having you guys watch the show. Love your emails. We'll see you next time on Momstown Live.